Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Victoria Parent, and you're watching MediaPlex Live at 1. Bell Let's Talk is a nationwide program designed to break the silence around mental illness. Mike Hugo reports.
Hashtag Bell Let's Talk is trending nationwide in order to bring awareness to those who suffer from mental health issues. St. Clair College is doing their part by hosting an anti-workplace bullying seminar to help in the fight against mental illness. St. Clair Vice President of College and Community Relations John Fairley shares his experiences with mental health and bullying.
I mean, I've been a bully.
Right.
I've been bullied, being a bigger guy. Growing up, I know exactly what happened. It's still in me. I can close my eyes and know when it happened.
Get on board and let's end the stigma around mental illness. Here I'll start. I suffer from anxiety. Sometimes it's tough waking up in the morning and finding a stable frame of mind. Now it's your turn. For MediaPlex News, I'm Michael Hugel.
University of Windsor students held an event over the weekend to support a charity that helps people with brain injuries. Mark Brown was there.
It was a festive atmosphere at Fogelor-Furland Club as the University of Windsor's Behavior, Cognition, and Neuroscience Student Association hosted a benefit for the Brain Injury Association of Windsor-Essex.
In the last 4 years, we have raised over $16,000 for local charities in Windsor.
The Brain Injury Association provides support for those suffering from concussions and other head injuries, which can lead to long-term depression if left untreated. For MediaPlex News, I'm Mark Brown.
Windsor and Tecumseh are defending class action lawsuits that stem from license fees for bingo and other charitable gaming events. John Martin reports.
The city of Windsor was taken to court Monday after being asked to stop its opt-out campaign. The campaign was designed to convince local charities to remove themselves from a class action lawsuit against the city. Windsor Mayor Drew Dilkins, who is figureheading the campaign, took to the internet to spread his message.
You may not know this, but if you're an organization, a club, or a charity that has held a bingo or other lottery event, you are already included as part of this lawsuit. And because of this, it's up to you to opt out.
The Windsor-Essex County ALS Society is heading the lawsuit. Their legal representatives, Learners LLC, have called the campaign, quote, misleading, coercive, and unlawful, end quote. The ALS Society alleges the cities of Windsor and Tecumseh have been overcharging local nonprofits for the licenses needed to hold bingo fundraisers. The City of Windsor's lawyers says the information the city has provided in its campaign is, quote, legitimate information to consider, and that, quote, there is no threat, there is no intimidation, end quote. No verdict was rendered at Monday's hearing. Justice Patterson says he will make a decision as to whether the opt-out campaign will be allowed to continue as quickly as possible. Jonathan Martin, MediaPlex News.
And now, turning to weather. Overnight, we will see some scattered flurries and a low of -3. And tomorrow, it will be mixed precipitation with a high of 3 Celsius. If you're hungry, you might want to watch this next segment. Alana Wills had some special guests drop by the studio today, Adriano and Pina Chodoli.
12 years ago, Windsor did have good restaurants, but recently we're seeing this huge boom of restaurants in Windsor. It's getting known as a food kind of place. Why do you think Windsor food stands out against other places?
I think, over the last 12 years, we've kind of definitely seen it explode really into something really great and something that we're proud of, and we like to think we've had a help in kind of developing. I think what makes Windsor foods great is its diversity. We have so many great cultures in our city, and it's reflected in the restaurants, and I think that's, for me, is what makes our restaurant scene unique and diverse, and I love it for that reason.
No, absolutely. I mean, I think Windsor is the third or fourth most ethnically or multiculturally diverse city in Canada, and it shows, it's reflected in all the restaurants in the city, so that definitely helps that we have probably as many great cuisines as a larger city like Toronto or Montreal has, but in a small, 200,000 little city.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Victoria Parent, and you've been watching MediaPlex Live at 1.